Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the installment of Scott's Selections here for Tuesday, June 8th. Before we get into today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a tough loss in the baseball card with the Royals team total over 3.5 at minus 125 in BetMGM. Looked really good early. Royals scored 2 runs in the second inning, which means we needed 2 runs over the final 7 innings, and we only got 1. Royals ended up with 3. Had a couple of chances there with runners in scoring position, but were not able to come through, and we picked up a loss. Still like the value, still had a shot there, but it simply just didn't get there. I look for a bounce-back winner here on Tuesday. And for the play of the day, we're going to be going back to the NBA. It's going to be on a matchup in the Eastern Conference between the Hawks and the 76ers for Game 2 of that series. And for the play of the day, we're going to be taking the home team here with the 76ers -5 at minus 113 on DraftKings. Time recording of 2 a.m. Eastern Time. Couple reasons why I like the 76ers in the spot. First of all, looking at the actual series so far, the Hawks are up 1-0 after winning Game 1 on the road by 4 points. However, that game really was a tale of 2 halves. Hawks scored 74 points in the first half and only 54 in the second half. Seemed like the 76ers got extremely comfortable down the stretch while the Hawks almost froze and almost blew the lead. Some of them had to do with garbage time, but I do think the Sixers made some adjustments after getting completely punched in the mouth for about the first 24 minutes of the game. You look at the Hawks in that game, they shot 20 of 47 from the three-point line, which is equivalent to about 42.6%. I just am a little bit skeptical of their ability to duplicate the type of performance, hitting 23-pointers, and I don't think they'll do that again. Plus, Embiid was unstoppable in that game, even though he's basically on one knee. He had 39 points. You look at the big 3 for Philly, and they were all pretty efficient. Tobias Harris was 8 for 13. Embiid was 12 of 21. Ben Simmons was 7 of 7. Even Seth Curry was 7 of 12. Sixers as a whole shot 54.9% from the floor. So they really were able to get whatever looks they wanted. And the main issue was the fact that they just simply gave up too many threes. I think you'll see some adjustments, maybe a little bit more of Tybal. You looked at what Danny Green did defensively, and he was practically useless on Trae Young. I think they'll switch up the matchups. I think Trae should still do pretty well because he has been very dialed in this postseason. But I do think you'll see some adjustments from the Sixers, maybe a little bit more Ben Simmons guarding him, and I do think you'll see at least a little bit more resistance on Trae Young than what you saw in Game 1. But I'm looking at the Sixers offensively, and I just don't see many answers for Atlanta. Embiid did whatever he wanted, as I said before, got to the line 15 times. You look at the free throw comparisons, Philly attempted 35 free throws. Atlanta attempted 21. I think that disparity should be present once again because Philly is able to get a ton of looks in the paint. You look at the points in the paint in the first game, and Philly outscored them 58-40. The main thing that kept Atlanta in it was the three-point shooting, and I do think if you see any regression from that, Philadelphia should continue to get open looks. I think there's a reason why it's currently at 5 and why you might see a little bit of money coming in on Philly, as it has, I'd say, moved to 5.5 in some spots at roughly minus 110. So I'm going to get in early. I do think you'll see Philly in a pretty much a must-win game here. They can't afford to go down 2-0, especially at home where Philly's been dominant all season long. Including the Game 1 loss, Philadelphia at home this season is 32-8, including the playoffs, 24-15-1 ATS. Meanwhile, the Hawks are 19-21 on the road, 19-20-1 ATS. I think Philly bounces back in a big way, and I think they end up getting the job done, especially by more than 5 points. The play day, once again, here for Tuesday, June 8th, is going to be on the Sixers -5 at minus 113 on DraftKings. Bye, everyone.